Get him now before the police come.
T-minus 5, 4,
Hey, come here.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Liftoff.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. And so it begins. It is Thursday. It's time. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Date Comedy Show. The Mountain Dude is here.
That's me.
And Snoo.
Snoo and
Hey,
the Mountain Dude.
Snoo. Get it? Like, what's
Yeah.
new?
Oh, man, that's pretty good. I
No,
like
not
that.
really.
Hey,
Hello,
everybody.
John Rusiello is watching. Hello, pal. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to get right into it because this
We are.
food is hot. All right, we're already off to a bad start because
Team
it's
of
got the
champions.
Yankees.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
good team. Isn't that crazy?
You're not even a baseball guy. So who'd you steal this bag from?
This is my mom's. And,
Mom?
but
Is that
this-
why she wanted to watch today? She wanted to see your bag?
Yeah. But we got
Oh,
an
no.
Italian staple for you. We're going to get the papers out of here so it doesn't stain it red. But you have to like this. You're contractually obligated to like this. This is my dad's marinara sauce with a former chef. Grown all year and made from the tomatoes from his garden.
Oh, see, now I'm going to feel bad. All right, well, I'm just going to have to say I like it no matter what.
No. I think if you honestly, if you take enough bites, it will you will realize how just wrong you are in your opinion.
Well, wait a minute. How many bites you going to make me take?
I genuinely think that if you just go as long as you can, you will like it by the end. It's in your blood, Tony. I think.
All right. Andy, yes. I've been talking about it all week, and I've been saying I think you're coming in with me. So, yeah, we're doing a green room show tonight. At 8 o'clock we're going to start because I got the
nice.
laugh-off finals going on here tonight.
Where's my invite?
Come on.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. You don't need an invite. You just show up.
Okay.
All right. So, I should have
Makes you
known.
feel good.
True. I should have known because you told me your parents wanted to watch today, and I know your father is a retired chef. So I should have known this is, oh, my goodness. So, all right, you're going to laugh, but how do I even do this? Like, you brought
right.
in a fork and a spoon. Like, so what do I do?
If you want to be all, like, queefy Italian traditional, you're really just supposed to use the fork and not the spoon. But I'm a proponent. I'll do it for you, Tony. Check this out. We're gonna do it live.
You're going to feed me? This is very
No.
romantic.
I'm just gonna. All right, yeah, I guess I can.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you know what? It was microwaved and then it had a little bit of a car trip. You just grab a little. You get enough tension on there to do a twirly twirl. This is the American, like, crazy way. But then you got like a little bite there.
Which camera are we on? That one. Okay.
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Wow.
This
I always
is-
thought it was that guy.
Yeah, we usually do follow that one. That one, I don't know. That one doesn't look right to me. It's like,
But
see, it
I
looks
think
blurry.
I think this might help you, Tony.
All right, so we're on that.
I think this genuinely might help you. Tomatoes. It's mostly water. A little bit of sweetness. I think that's what's so off-putting to people in
That's me, full
Ju-
of water and
just-
sweetness. Sorry.
and you're red like a tomato. Is like people are so used to very, very sweet things. I don't know if that's you specifically. I don't know how much like soda you drink or that sort of stuff.
None.
But I think that's why like tomatoes are a little off-putting to people because it's that like weird in between. Like it's not sweet enough, but it is a little sweet, and it's just like throws off people's senses. But like just think about it like this: it's just a fruit. Tomato is a fruit.
Tomato is a fruit.
And all they basically do is you mash them up and you put it over heat for a while. A lot of the water boils off, leaving the tomatoey flavor, and then you just add good stuff like garlic and like basil.
John Rusiello just said you need basil.
It's in there.
We don't. Oh, it's in there.
It's in there. It's a good marinara.
My mother is having a field day right now.
I'm sure. But it's all ready for you. I twirled the bite.
This.
I see that, and look, I think it. Here's the thing: is like I did what you did when I was a younger Brandon. Like you're building it up, and the negative chi is accumulating in your solar plexus. The fuck am I saying? But yeah, no, this is Breakfast of Champions, man. He has muted himself. He has unmuted himself.
I was. Yeah, I did. I muted it. And I was like, nah, screw it. I'll leave it on. I don't know how well you can hear me, but I'm leaving it on.
I watched last week's episode, and it's funny how you can hear the squeak of the mic going up. It's a nice touch. It's a nice sound effects.
Oh, my goodness. You guys have no idea how tough this is.
It's fucking pasta, dude.
I'm aware of that, but I'm a weirdo who does not like pasta. What is this, says Carol? What do you mean? It's spaghetti.
It is homemade, fresh from the garden tomatoes, like actually from my parents' backyard, marinara sauce, made by one of the best chefs to ever grace Long Island with his presence.
Mr. Lacaruba. What's his first name?
Paul
Lacaruba. From what was the name of the restaurant?
He owned and was the head chef at Mill Pond Inn in Centerport and Nicky's of Centerport for the longest time.
Yeah, I was at Mill Pond. When did he give it up?
Like 2006, 5.
That actually was probably around the time I was there last.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. I had this for dinner last night. It was fucking delicious.
This is a really big deal for me. I can't stand pasta. I hate it. Oh.
We're gonna change minds today. This is the episode.
Holy shit. Gross already.
No. Don't you gotta give it a chance.
Oh,
you gotta give it the opportunity to sway you. I think you should take a little bite of just sauce. Let it really exposure therapy this bitch.
Oh my.
Look, you got Taco Bell for pussy. I think you could enjoy a whole bowl of spaghetti for radio.
A whole bowl?
Yeah.
You're out of your mind. Oh, this is getting worse as it goes along.
Why? What's getting worse?
My apologies, Paul. My apologies. Oh, it tastes like puke. I hate cheese.
There's no cheese in there.
Well, then what's the pasta made from?
It's like bread. It's like wheat. A little bit of egg. You thought pasta was made out of cheese? That's awesome.
All Italian shit made with cheese?
No.
Oh, this is terrible.
That's really funny. That's awesome. I hate cheese. It's not even in there, motherfuckers.
Well, whatever it is, I hate it. Shut up, Frank. Shut up, Rob. Thanks, Carl. Busy goes, babies eat this. Rob and Frank. Frank is my brother.
Okay.
Frank is my brother, and Rob is like a brother. I've known him my whole life. One of my dearest friends. They will verify that they know how tough this was for me just now. Oh my goodness!
Here, I'm gonna make this easy.
Why are you making me doing this again?
Just a bit of the sauce. Just a bit of the sauce.
Oh, you bastard!
Because it objectively doesn't taste like puke. It's just tomatoes, mostly tomatoes.
I don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, but I ate this way before I ate raw tomato. You know what I mean? It's a different beast.
Oh yeah, it's a beast. Oh.
I bring this man the labor of my father. That's a shame. I thought we got him. I thought we had him this week.
What in the world would make you think that would be the one?
I don't know. I think mostly just
you
'cause
say this every week.
That's not true. It's most weeks. There's just there's a freshness in this that you are hard pressed to find, even at the nicest of Italian restaurants. Again, these tomatoes were picked from the garden yesterday. It's what we had for dinner. It was delightful. It's actually, and here's actually why I thought you would like it. It is kind of a little less flavorful than where I like marinara sauce to be. I like it to be a little bit more garlicky and basil-y and shit. But I think my dad did this on purpose, made it a little bit more tomato focused, because it's like he's trying to be like, these are my tomatoes.
Oh, okay. He's proud of his tomatoes.
Still very good. Still the sauce I eat, but that's why I thought it might have worked a little more on the subtle side.
And I'll be very clear here. I know that I'm the freak. I know that I'm wrong.
We all do, buddy.
It's that one.
Oh, it is this one.
Yeah, I switched it. So I know that, but I It's just the way it is. I can't do anything about it. I can't.
No, we are doing something about it.
We're trying. Yes,
It might be like slow and incremental, but we are exposing you to what people eat.
Would you try the pasta without the sauce? Says Frank. No.
You should, because it is just bread. Like, that's a great way to think about pasta. It's just bread that you boil instead of bake. And then pasta, more or less, has very little to no flavor. It's just a vehicle for what you're eating it with.
But I'm not a fan of, like, soft and mush. Again, it tasted... It was just yucky. It was mushy. I'm not a fan of mush. And I don't... Oh, what? I'm jealous, says John. He loves this dish. Now, but then Carol says she has some bad news. What's the matter, Carol?
Who's dead?
Don't tell me Buc-ee's is closing.
Nah, no way. They're too big to fail.
I found. Oh, by the way, there's no show next week.
Yep.
I'm going to be in Kentucky next week, and I looked it up. Where I'm going to be is 2 hours away from Buc-ee's, so I don't think I'm going to make the trip to grab Buc-ee's. Damn. Unfortunately. Unless I happen to be heading that way to do something else. But wash it down with Buc-ee's. Yeah, believe me, if I had some Buc-ee's, I would definitely be washing it down with Buc-ee's right now. Do you know the comedian? Here
comes the airplane.
Oh, you're making me do that?
I mean, all right, sound off in the comments, guys. I need your support.
Of course they're going to say yes.
I think if he just eats more, eventually his Italian genes will kick in, and he'll like have a Ratatouille moment.
Cuomo, Natalie Cuomo, the comedian.
Sure.
Oh, you don't know who?
No, I do.
But that's her first name, right? Natalie? Yeah. I don't know why I had a brain fart there. She actually, I just saw something on Instagram yesterday. There's a video for her. She has a tattoo of Buc-ee's, the little
I believe it.
gopher guy.
When you have that many tattoos, you gotta start
Yeah, she's a little cutie, but
figuring stuff out
with a lot of tattoos. All right, Carol, you're scaring me with the bad news. What's going on? Am I really doing this again? This was
especially if the folks in the stream are trying to get you to. You totally should.
Well, Rob says won't happen. So, are you talking about me taking another bite of this, Rob?
Rob, you're not helping the cause.
Oh, yes, you are.
No. You gotta
tell
him
fine.
to nut up.
Nut up.
Yeah.
This Sunday is my birthday. I'll be 52, says DJ D-Love. Happy birthday to you this Sunday. Carol says she tried calling. The phone lines are open.
You didn't try hard enough.
Too much Italian gives me pizzeria, says Andrew Fremder.
That's not bad.
Really?
I know. I hate to admit it. I like that one.
DJ Love wants to call in.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Call in tomorrow. Talk to Andy. He wants to hear from you.
Nice. DJ D Love, if you want to be productive, type in the chat for Tony to take another bite. All of you. We need to spirit bomb this.
DJ D Love wrote yes 3 times.
DJ.
Yeah, now you're in trouble, birthday boy. Rob says Italian genes taking over.
Italian jeans are what we call overalls, Tony.
They're not Sasson. Holy crap. Why am I... All right, you're lucky I like you, and you're lucky I like your father. Woo! I've never met him before, but I don't want to piss him off.
You know, I had a real guinea feast yesterday. We had this pasta, and then from my sponsor of the Huntington Haha, the ice cream chick, we had some of her cannoli ice cream.
Cannoli ice cream?
Fucking delicious, dude. Do you like cannolis?
No.
I don't know why. I was asking to be polite. But yeah, really, really good. And I think, you wouldn't like it especially because the cannoli shell that's in the ice cream, I like that it gets soggy, so I'm not like fighting with the crunch. Also, my teeth are fucking pussies right now.
That's
thanks,
offensive.
Invisalign. But yeah, no, I shout out to her. It was delicious.
Fighting with the crunch. I like that. That's like a book title or a comedy special title. John Rusiello says, if you eat the dish, I will send you Buc-ee's. No, Carol will always send me Buc-ee's regardless.
She hasn't been sending you Buc-ee's, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's summertime. She can't send them in the summertime. And that's like a known thing. We always wait until the winter.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe if I'm nearby Kentucky, if I'm like going in that direction and like already like an hour in, maybe I'll just keep going and grab some Buc-ee's.
All right, we're gonna do some like new wave hippie millennial bullshit on you right now. Just do your best.
Yeah.
To put yourself in a positive mental space when you take the bite. I want you to think like you are taking a bite of the best burger when you take this bite. Because then I think you'll be more at least like receptive to the possibility of liking it. And I get it. Like I think it's a textural thing more than a taste thing with you. You know, you don't like mush.
I agree, but I do think it's both.
Okay,
it's more texture, but I do think it's also taste. Like I did not enjoy the taste of that. All right, but I'll try. Like I don't know if they had them when you were young, but when I was young, they had those cartoons of those guys. Those guys be stranded on a desert island, and one would look at the other, and all of a sudden that one becomes a hot dog.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. I'll do that right now.
Hell yeah! All right, we got him, guys.
John Rusciello calls me a chicken. Yeah, no argument. Yeah.
He gets what he is.
Absolutely.
That's the impressive
I'm
thing
well
about
grounded.
the segment. Yeah.
All right. Okay, delicious all-American hamburger. Enter your giant meat into my mouth.
Nice.
But now, see, I can't even like that. This is how stupid I am. I can't find my mouth with my eyes closed. So I have to.
Hot.
You can go sit over there. So I have to look at this. So I have to look at it. Well, all right. This is all right.
I was gonna say I'm gonna talk so the ASMR of your chewing it doesn't make everybody hard listening to this.
All right. Carol has written the bad news. It's something about Buc-ee's. I'm gonna eat this first because if I read Carol's news, I'm not gonna get to this. I can't believe I'm doing this again. All right. Hamburger.
Spaghetti. He loved the spaghetti.
Worst hamburger I've ever had.
Ah, damn. All right.
Why did I do that?
No, you gotta talk me through it though. Like, what you don't like the flavor?
No.
Is it what? There has to be something immediately that you could say that. What don't you like?
Immediately, it's just both times. It's the spaghetti. It's mushy. It's
Textural.
Yeah, like
Okay.
just like the other thing you gave me. I said I feel like I'm eating worms. Same thing.
What was that?
I don't even remember.
That was the halal, it was just chicken and rice.
Yeah, you're right. But same thing. It's too gooey. It's too yeah. Oh my goodness.
Here's my thing about texture, because I've always been a big picky eater when it came to texture. I just feel like once you are done with the first couple of chews, all food becomes the same mush anyway.
No.
Yes.
Well, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying for me that's not the case. Oh, man. No, I can't finish this fast enough. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
No.
Oh, my God.
It's for the show. We gotta get like a real fancy restaurant to sponsor this. Just send
like a steakhouse.
I just want to be. All right, listen, restaurant owners and managers out there, we need someone who will pretend to get mad at Tony for not liking the food. You know what I mean? Like, this is a show. Peel back the curtain a little bit. Don't actually be mad, but like pretend to be mad. It'll make it funny. And the Poland Spring to wash it down.
This thing, I've drank like half of this just from the spaghetti.
You know they modeled those after my dick.
Oh, well, yeah, that's why I buy that one.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back to Carol. He needs a bib, says from the... Why did I...
It's a red shirt. He's
Yeah, true.
fine.
All right. So Mike, Carol's husband, went to Buc-ee's and went to pick up some Overbites. Some Overbites chocolates, and they were nowhere in sight. Asked an employee, what? They're discontinued?
That's crazy. Isn't that like... I thought that was one of their... like,
Are
staple
you
items.
kidding me? The Overbites, yeah, that's the chocolate and the peanut butter.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
It also just is like he's a chipmunk, so it's a funny little pun they got going on there.
Never saw spaghetti chewed so much. Yeah, well. What is your Italian DNA? Mine is third in line. I don't know. Frank's my brother. He's into all that ancestry stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he's spitting in cups, is he?
Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a little bit of history. I don't mind hearing certain things, but I don't know. I'm not that.
I'm the same way. I never had like a desire to spit in the cup and then be like, you're X% this, X% that.
I mean, I did it. I spit in the cup. I sent it in. I get emails. Oh, we found a match. Frank Walker. It's like, yeah, thanks. I didn't know that for the past 53 years. Then they sent me another one. Zach Walker. I was like, yeah, I didn't give birth, but I
came right out of your dick.
Exactly. All right, let me see. How do we find Bucky's headquarters? We're making a phone call.
What do you say, folks? One more bite.
What are you, crazy?
One more bite. Give the people what they want.
Corporate headquarters. Oh, phone number. Oh, I got it.
Oh, my God.
All right, we're going to call Bucky's.
Damn, he'll do anything to get out of eating more pasta.
Oh, there was no way I was eating any more of that anyway. You could just forget
Come on, folks. You know how to swing that.
All right, let's see.
Are we calling a Bucky's or like Bucky's corporate?
I don't know if I did that right. This is Bucky's. I believe this is Bucky's corporate headquarters.
Nice. We're sticking it to the man.
Let's see. All right, I don't know what's going on here. I'm having trouble. Oh, okay. There we go.
We have dial tone.
What the?
It's everybody else complaining that Overbites got discontinued. I don't know if anybody else thinks this, but the busy sound is such a beat to groove to. You know, when you call on someone, they're already on the phone.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Like, do, 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 do. It's good. It's a good club beat.
We're calling Lake Jackson,
Thank you
Texas.
for calling Bucky's. For any comments, concerns, or questions, visit www.buckys.com.
Ah, they got us already.
Thank you for calling Bucky's.
That's
For
it?
any comments, concerns, or questions, visit www.buckys.com. Thank you for calling Bucky's. For any comments, concerns, or questions, visit www.buckys.com.
All right, rule of threes. We'll get one more. I'm just kidding. Fucking get rid of this. They're not even trying to play it again. That's funny.
Yes. So were we disconnected, or does it actually go to somebody? Oh, no, they disconnected it. Wow.
Damn. We've been played.
And look at that. And the email is, I mean, they said go to the website, but there's not even an email listed here to contact them. Sons of bitches. How in the world, why would they discontinue that? Why? Why?
Because they want you to eat more pasta, Tony.
That can't be why. Well, what about, all right, so they have the milk chocolate and caramel thing, and they have the just the plain milk chocolate thing? Was that right? Oh, Carol.
What do we got? What are they saying in there? Those fucking rascals.
Let's see. Let me go back. Tell your daddy to fry it. Tell your daddy to fry it. He will love it. They fry this?
No.
Oh. Fremder, he doesn't like the pasta that you bought. He'd rather have penne in his mouth. Carol says, sorry, Brandon. Mike looked all over online, and they're sold out everywhere. Yeah, I believe it, because if news is getting out that they're discontinuing it.
People are going crazy.
Why are they discontinuing this? If everyone wants to go see DJ D-Love on Sunday at 6 o'clock at Go Car. Oh, that's like a go-kart thing.
Ooh, I'm on Bucky's homepage. It says if you finish the bowl of pasta, they'll bring back overbites. Isn't that crazy? That's wild.
That is wild. From, I guess, Bucky's doesn't identify with chocolate anymore.
Oh, you heard it here first, man. If you want to get more overbites, you got to eat the pasta, dude.
Bring the overbites in here. They have to be here at this table if you want me to take another bite of this. Still have the milk chocolate and caramel and sea salt small bites. Okay, no overbites at all. No reason why. Sorry, she says. All right, well, at least we still got the chocolate and caramel. But, yeah, but the overbites, man, that makes me really sad. That was delicious. It's like it was real peanut butter in that bastard. Like Reese's, I don't know what. You don't even eat any of this, do you? Reese's or anything?
I do, not frequently, but I do love Reese's.
Yeah.
I like Reese's Pieces. Honestly, Reese's Puffs, one of the best cereals.
Okay. No, I've never had.
And it was crazy that I even ate it as a kid because they only marketed Reese's Puffs to black people. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Reese's Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor. It was just like a very prominent commercial. And they were like, we're going to rap. And everybody in the commercial that's eating the Reese's Puffs is going to be black. And you're going to think about it forever. Look, I'm just saying, racism of marketing didn't stop me from eating Reese's Puffs. It's one of the best cereals ever. I just, it's weird. It's just a thing. You know what I mean? Great cereal, though. You know that they're making now that you can get at your local Target. They make miniature versions of popular cereals, so they're just tinier.
Oh,
and
what's the point of that?
So at first, I was like, oh, so that means more surface area to coat with like the flavor dust or whatever.
Okay.
And not really. It ends up being less tasty than the big ones, which is really a bummer because I like those little guys in my mouth. It's good. But yeah, Reese's Puffs was one of them. That was the first one I tried. It's pretty good. Yeah, one more bite. Nah, one more.
Thank you, Paul. It was very nice of you to make that and have your boy send it in. But yes, I am done. And I've noticed with everything you bring in, I have a weird aftertaste every single time.
I think that's just taste. I think that's just you not being used to fucking food. Don't put that on me, Tony Walker.
Kitty64, do you not like all pasta or just pasta with sauce? I don't like either, the pasta or the sauce.
So that's interesting. That's interesting because I think we could find a pasta dish that you would like.
Well, it's unknown to me.
Okay, do you know how you feel about basil by itself, just as like a plant, as a leaf? Like, do you like the smell of basil?
I couldn't.
Okay.
That I don't know. I couldn't tell you the last time I smelled the basil.
Pesto, another great sauce. It's mostly just muddled basil, like crushed basil and like other stuff in there. I think a real pesto is partially like the sauce is cheese. So I could see that being a deterrent, but the main draw is the flavor of the basil. So pesto is like a maybe. Alfredo sauce is it's also a little bit of cheese in there, but it's mostly like a cream sauce. You know, just creamy. You might like, yeah. Alla vodka sauce. That one's no cheese. That one's just, it's basically a cream sauce. The vodka, spoiler alert, everybody, barely does anything. It gets cooked out, and I don't even think it really contributes flavor. Just a waste of vodka. But that's really just a cream sauce with like a little bit of tomato going on.
So penne no vodka. Penne alla no vodka.
Sure.
Chocolate box is delicious, but personally I prefer a big glass of milk with a few Oreola cookies. I messed up his joke. Sorry, Fremder.
It's okay. He's still Fremder.
Yeah. Oh, he'll always be Fremder. Kitty, and I'm so bad with this. Kitty64, who are you? I know you're somebody I know, but I'm so bad with these names. So what you're saying is Brandon has a bite aftertaste. Excuse me, has a bad aftertaste.
Sure do, baby doll.
Oh, boy. All right. So, again, thank you, Paul, but it's just more for you.
I had breakfast on the way here.
All right. Well, yeah, but now you can take it home and heat it up and have it for lunch.
I mean, I'll think about it, but there's so much fresh in there, so much not ruined by not being grandiose about this. We'll get something you like. We'll get something you like. You know, my dad's one of his other specialties is I think I told you about this. He makes mozzarella cheese from scratch.
That would make Bosie very happy.
Makes most people very happy.
Well, you're absolutely right about that. Oh, Kitty is Kirsten. I'm sorry, Kirsten.
Dunst?
Oh,
nice to meet you.
Oh, imagine. But just as good, Kirsten O'Flaherty. Thanks for joining us. Where you been? I know it's been it's been hard for you to watch these days, but I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Oh man.
Sound off if you want to eat another bite.
No. They're good. They're good. So I want to talk about this video. You guys, I'm sure you guys have seen it by now, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Have you seen this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This woman with the gun?
Oh, I love women with guns.
Oh, so you're not familiar with this?
No, I'm not.
Oh, all right. So this happened 2 days ago.
Where?
And right here in Belmore. Belmore, if you're not in this area, Belmore is south, almost directly south, just a little to the west. It's where the brokerage is, one of the governor's clubs. So, and Nick Greystone on Tuesday night on his show, Primal Scream, he showed this. This is where I first saw it. But it's just so unbelievable. Yeah, it's quite...
Oh, yeah, let me get...
Yeah, it's crazy. And, all right, so I'll show you the video, and then we'll talk about it after. So here we go.
Yo, chill, son.
Yeah.
So she's got a gun. She's pointing it at all the cars. And now here comes the cop. Bam!
Ooh. Now, did that knock the weapon out of her hands?
Yes, it did.
That is what's on the ground.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, so, she was waving the gun at the cars. She actually did take a shot up in the air.
So it was a handgun.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point was holding it to her own head.
Respect.
And then the cop came and just clipped her. He got her right leg, which is all he had to do to knock her over, and the gun fell right out of her hand, and all the other cops just swarmed right in.
Gotta love Belmore.
Yeah. Kirsten says crappy summer, but was happy. But was happy. Had time to watch today. Yes, I'm happy you had time to watch today too. John, there you go. John, who's a retired police officer, says great police work. Now that's the thing I wanted to talk about. All right, here we go. So some strange details. So first off,
Talking about her pussy?
well, yeah, it's funny you say that because when Nick Greystone showed it on his show the other night, we were off air, but we started talking about how she looked like a good-looking woman. But then, all right. So the National Police identified the suspect as Kyber Calderon.
Kyber.
Yeah, 31 of Brooklyn. Police said the suspect also uses the name Hannah Carrillo.
Seto Kyber.
What is that?
That's not worth explaining. I'll tell you off air.
So, yeah, it also uses the name Hannah Carrillo, but then police identified the defendant as a 33-year-old woman. But yesterday, police identified the suspect as a man. She appears to be a woman. She identifies, though, as a male when we speak to her,
Nice.
said Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder. Now, I am going to...
The plot thickens?
Yep. Yeah. So then, Newsday, whose article I'm reading here, they contacted family of Calderon, and sure enough, family said, yeah, Calderon is a transgender woman who goes by Annie. So now he or she has three names. So sure enough, so Patrick Ryder, the Nassau County head of police, great guy. I know him personally. My kids went to school with his kids.
Oh, you think you can get me a PBA card?
Oh, absolutely.
Sweet.
I have one. So of course, yeah, people are coming down on the cops for their tactics, for hitting her.
Just waving a gun around.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Waving the gun around as cars are driving past.
Look, when cops are like actually up to no good, like I'm one of the first people to be like, these cops are up to no good. But like, she was gonna fucking shoot people or herself,
right?
And like they could have just flattened her, and they clipped her with the mirror, or like what do you think hit her? Like the bumper?
Oh, yeah, the bumper hit her.
It did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know.
But so what? So what? She gets a broken leg?
Yeah, we decided when we didn't all collectively move out into the woods that we'd allow some sort of fucking shit, and that's what we're waving a gun around.
So of course they're catching some flack. In this situation, Ryder said, that officer made a choice to use his vehicle. He holstered his weapon after having it out. I asked him at the hospital why. If I fired and missed, there were people standing behind him. So him, I think, meaning the suspect.
Yeah, sure.
Asked specifically about using a police car to disarm the suspect, Patrick Ryder said, we learn in training that you're going to use any method necessary to stop the threat. That threat was a threat to my officer. That threat was a threat to the public, and that threat was stopped. That's right.
I kind of can't disagree with that.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's too soon to segue, but I saw a video myself about Long Island shenanigans. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. I may have talked about it on here. It's called Audit the Audit.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, lawyer that watches police interaction videos and then like is very objective, not anti or pro police specifically, but just very like this is what happened and this is who's wrong. There was one that was shot in New Rochelle.
Okay.
And it was a gal protesting outside of probably like a butcher or something. I think it was like an anti-meat protest. And these cops walk up on her and they're just like, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And she's like, I called town hall. I'm familiar with the local laws and ordinances and code. I know I'm allowed to be here based on those codes and then just based on First Amendment rights. Like, you're allowed to fucking protest. And it was a small thing. It was like her and one other person in their van parallel parked in front of this store. And the cops were just being really shitty and trying to throw their weight around to get her to leave. And she's like, you can arrest me if you want, but I'm not just going to go because you're asking me nicely. And then they got like way less polite about it. But it was a good one. It was a good one to watch because you know what I like about that show? It teaches people who aren't familiar with how to deal with the police. It kind of teaches you by way of many videos and many interactions that like if the police are still in the wrong and they decide to arrest you, you gotta let yourself get arrested. Unless you really think you're just gonna get murdered, then that's like maybe a different thing.
Right.
But like it pays off to let them do it and then get out and sue the town and sue the city and sue, you know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
it sucks because it comes out of the taxpayer pockets. It never comes out of the cops' pockets or, whoa, we got paid suspension, so I didn't have to work for my money for a couple of weeks. But like, once they decide to arrest you, anything you do other than get arrested, you're in the wrong.
Right.
But fucking let them do it. Like, if they're gonna,
they're doing what they're told. Their job is not to make a decision on what you're doing is right or wrong.
Oh, but like a lot of them do. I'm just saying.
But technically, that's what their job is.
Sure.
And to remove the situation. So, like you said, you get taken out, and then you handle it after the fact because you're just going to make it worse on yourself.
Absolutely.
So it actually says spam.
Oh, nice. Let's do it.
All right, you're going to do this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Can always be added to not callers if you like. Richard Officer, correct?
Chase.
How you doing, Mr. Richard? I'm calling you from Sirius XM trial that ended on your 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe. I was wondering, how did you enjoy your service?
Oh, I loved it.
Well, that's awesome, sir. And because of that, I would love to reactivate your SiriusXM service for only $4.99 a month plus fees and taxes for the next 12 months. This includes a free upgrade to the Platinum plan, the best plan that SiriusXM has to offer you. Normally, it sells for $23.99. Normally, it sells for $18.99 a month plus fees and taxes.
It keeps getting
and this
better.
includes your streaming. Yes, sir?
No, please continue.
Can you speak a little louder, sir?
It's very difficult for me.
Excuse me, can you repeat that again?
It's very difficult for me to be louder.
Yes. I
Yes.
can reactivate the services, right? It takes 2 minutes of your time. And of course, this will be $4.99 a month plus fees and taxes for the next 12 months. Let me tell you how much it's going to be with the fees and taxes. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, let me... Do you still live on New York City, correct?
No.
No? Okay. So we're going to update it. 1 second. It's 30. Your email is rich.hofster@gmail.com, correct?
It is that, but not gmail.com anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's at yahoo.edu.
Okay. Yahoo.com, GEDU. Okay, well, just 1 second.
Do you like spaghetti?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. Of course.
It's delicious.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, so the phone number is 516
one moment, sir.
7494.
Hold on. My pussy is calling. Yes, pussy. Calm down. Calm down. All right, yeah, serious.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Oh,
the
no, my
total
cock
would
is
be...
getting loud. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Shut up, cock.
No.
Sorry, I have to take care of my animals. I am so sorry. Please call back. Goodbye. I'm starting to feel bad. This fucker's just trying to do a job.
This poor guy, Rich, he's going to get billed for for more Sirius XM.
Oh, yeah. If only his email address was actually whatever the fuck that was at yahoo.com/EGU. God damn.
That was really funny.
Hey, good stuff with the cat and the rooster. That's a good combo. That's a great...
Yeah, I try.
That's what you got to do.
Oh, that was good. Let's see. All right, so what do we got here? The lady with the gun is from Belmore. You would think she was from Baldwin. Good one, Fremder. That was good. There was a gun in her hand and a gun in her pants. Yeah.
Nice.
Case closed. Job well done. That's right, John. Yeah, people are actually complaining. One activist even said, "Where's the thoughtfulness in the cops?" Are you kidding? There's plenty of thoughtfulness. They protected all the cars around. All protests are illegal unless you get a permit from City Hall.
That's not true. Because the show Audit the Audit. What I love about that show is that he pulls up the actual code of the individual places and puts it in the video. And code for either Nassau or New Rochelle specifically is if it is a protest of less than a certain number of people, you can basically do it anywhere. The main thing that they I think they had in there was like you can't inhibit traffic.
Okay.
And she wasn't. This gal was standing off the side of the sidewalk enough that did not impede any sidewalk traffic. And I mean, like, honestly, like I don't mind cops that are cool and do their jobs and aren't shitty about it. Like, I don't want to get political, but there are some that are and there are some that aren't. And
which you can say about anything.
And this cop was being shitty. He didn't agree with the message she was protesting for and used that as an excuse to try to get her to comply with an illegal order. And I just really respect this gal for, like, I don't even know if I agree with what she was protesting, but she was invoking her constitutional rights and was following the code of that particular city. Like, she called town hall to make sure it was okay. She did not need a permit. That was like the whole point of that video, is that bitch didn't need a permit.
Hello, Jeff Bosey. Jeff is watching.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff, we're going to do Green Room tonight, and it looks like Andy will be here. It looks like Brandon will be here.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, Jeff, come join us. Tonight is the final. The finals, the Long Island Laugh-Off. Are we rooting for anybody in particular? I think I'm going to say Rob White. But I don't even know who all the finalists are.
I have to see.
So you don't know either?
I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot of people I'm a fan of in this one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I know, I think Alex Bradley is one of the finalists, but I don't know him. I've heard of him plenty of times, but I've never met him.
Very, very funny.
So nothing personal there, Mr. Bradley. But Rob White I know. Rob White was fantastic at the Broken Mic.
Yeah. Jeff Goldberg, I think, is in.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I got to root for Jeff too. I've only met Jeff once, but it wasn't at a show, so I've never seen his act.
Me and him played a beach show recently. It was quite fun.
Oh yeah, a beach show.
Yeah, Mike Keegan and Carla Okerson were running it and put it together, and it was Island Park had like a little music festival thing.
Oh yes,
super fun. Like you kind of like I'm real jaded on outdoor shit, especially from like just getting better at comedy during lockdown era.
Yeah,
and that was like one of the best outdoor things I've ever done. The crowd was cool.
What does he call that? There's a name for that particular...
FinFest.
FinFest,
yeah.
Right. Because it's an annual event that Mike does, right?
Yes. And I don't know. I feel like festivals like that, I haven't really... I think it's the first one like that I've played, but I guess I just didn't expect people to show up to the comedy tent at comedy time, and it was full at comedy time. There was
nice.
People turned up for it.
So it's not like a comedy... it's not like comedy, then a band, and then comedy... Like it's
multiple stages.
And it's all going on at the same time?
Comedy Tent was its own thing. They might have like done an intermission during the comedy stuff to make people want to move around to different places.
Right.
But I will tell you, it was kind of funny. And FinFest people, if you're listening, I love you, baby. Don't this is not me being too salty. But I went over to, I think, one of the organizers because they were selling FinFest merch, and I walked over to the booth after my set. And because, like you get a little more sway if it's a good set. And I thought it was a pretty good set.
Yeah.
And I walked over and I was just like, hey, I am talent on this here show. You want to try one here? Do you think I could procure one of those nice FinFest shirts to rep the brand as I performed here? They're like $40. Like, I didn't have $40 on me. I didn't even get paid $40. Actually, that's not true. I think I did get paid exactly $40. Oh. But I shouldn't have said that. I felt like I was lying. And they kind of like laughed at me. And it's fine. I just would have liked to rep the thing I was on, but whatever. I get it. You gotta make that money back.
Absolutely,
but
sure.
FinFest, really cool time. Me and Haley were there, and we left and got to our car the second it started torrential downpouring that day.
Oh, no kidding.
Apparently, they say Carla and her daughter are still trapped under the comedy tent to this day. But yeah, it was funny. She was texting me as it was going down, and we were driving away, and she was just like, "We are trapped under the comedy tent." Like, she is traumatized for life, and I'm like, "That's what comedy does, baby." Some comedy does. But I'm just glad the show was able to happen before the torrential downpour.
Yeah, of course.
And it was a good time. Great time.
And speaking of daughters, I took my daughter to a carnival.
Nice.
The other day, this past weekend. And we went and played the game where you shoot the water into the clown's mouth.
Great game.
And I won.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, baby. So my
got a little doggy?
Yep. So they said, what do you want? And I turned to her. I said, what do you want? She goes, the doggy. I said, okay.
Sick.
So there we are with the doggy. So then we went and played the game where you throw the you throw the ball, and then depending on what hole it goes in.
Oh yeah,
it makes your horse go faster.
Nice.
Classic. So we're playing that. There was actually a bunch of us playing that, and I don't.
I was just about to ask you, do you go for speed or accuracy?
I don't care.
Okay.
I go for laughs. So I'm just, and Lisa's playing, and Sammy's on my left, and she's playing, so I'm just kind of watching them. I actually grabbed their balls and dropped them a couple of times. Like,
Mm.
So,
Ball grabbing.
That's right. I'm a ball grabber. So,
whoa.
So I'm just, we're just horsing around. Get it? Horsing around because it's a horse. The game ends. A bell rings, and I'm just being silly. So I let go of my ball, and I go, "Who won?" And I look up and I see my lane is lit up. I'm like, "Did I win?" I've never won at these carnivals in my life.
Oh
I've never won anything.
You got a little bear?
I got her a blue bear.
Very nice.
Look at that. So yeah, I won her. I won a doggy for her, and I won a bear for her.
What a good pop.
My daughter, she's really into stuffed animals. So I was a big hero of the night. Yeah, I'm
glad.
say.
First time for everything.
Absolutely right. It's true. All right, let me give you guys an update. So I don't know.
Is that my Thursday replacement? Is that who you're bringing in?
You never know. He might be a replacement for both of us.
Jeez.
Do you not recognize that face?
Is that Malcolm in the Middle? Is that Frankie Muniz?
It does kind of look like Frankie Muniz a little bit, but it is not. It is
comedian like Frankie Method.
It is comedian Christopher Titus.
That sounds like a fake disease. What do you have? I have Christopher Titus.
Well, he is causing me some pain right now.
Yeah, why? What's going on? What's his deal?
So Christopher Titus, you know what? I should have looked it up. I was talking about him the other day here on this show because he had a sitcom back in the day. I want to say like in the maybe late 90s, he had a sitcom, and I think it was called Titus. I think. Let's see. TV show. No, that's not it. There we go. Titus. Yeah, so it was called Titus. It. Let's see. It debuted in 2000. It debuted in 2000.
It debuted in 2000. I know how to speak English. It debuted.
Zach Ward was on it. Stacy Keach, Francis Fisher, Elizabeth Berkley. So it ran for 3 seasons.
Guys, if you go to the Titus TV series Wikipedia, if we have any editors out there, this it's got those warnings at the top. I was like, we got to fix up this article. We got to get some references and citations. I don't know how legit this is. You know that there's 2 movies. What's the movie where the dad becomes a snowman? You know what I'm talking about?
Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Frost.
So did you know that there's
Jack Frost?
Jack Frost. There's 2 movies called Jack Frost.
Yes, I actually did know that.
Oh my god, because I remember reading the Wikipedia article for the horror one,
right,
and being like, who the fuck who plagiarized, who not plagiarized, who vandalized the Jack Frost movie Wikipedia?
Oh, really?
I not realizing that it was an actual real movie. I was like, who the fuck went in here and
That's really funny. And I'm happy to say that, this show was canceled after 3 seasons because Titus got into an argument with the executive producers. They wanted to go in a certain direction with the show. He fought with them.
So what's your beef with this man?
2010, they were going to bring the show back, and that never happened. Well, Christopher Titus has started a podcast.
Knockem Dead.
It is called Knockem Dead, a comedy podcast.
Oh, dude, did you trademark this shit? We suing?
I
gotta learn how to do that.
Do in fact have the trademark to not Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, but Knockem Dead Comedy. I do have the trademark.
Oh, dude, Christopher Titus, you're gonna get fucked. Legally.
This podcast of his is brand new. We're talking maybe only 2 or 3 episodes. So it's brand spanking new.
God.
Don Sill, thank you, Don Sill. Don Sill,
man on the cube,
brought it to my attention. He heard about it somehow. And,
Don's got connections, man. We need a lawyer.
You
need a lawyer up right now.
So I contacted Christopher Titus. I found Titus Nation on Instagram.
Gross.
Wrote an email. Found ChristopherTitus.com. Wrote something on their contact page there.
Oh yeah.
It has been 3 days. I have not heard back from anybody.
Oh man, you put the ball in his court. He's lawyering up, doggy.
So I'm gonna have to. Now some people are telling me to not do anything because then maybe people will Google or search for his and find this.
Very possible.
So I might leave it for a while. I'm not sure what to do.
Did I ever tell you what happened to me in a similar vein?
No.
So before I started throwing shows.
Okay.
I had my podcast, Guilty Pleasure Personals. So then when I started throwing shows and I needed like a name to produce under, it made brand synergy sense to be Guilty Pleasure Productions.
Okay.
Which the joke for a long time sounds like a porn company. So before I go through the legal hoops to actually like make it a real thing and not just a name that I made a logo for, I did a reasonable amount of research. Could not find an already existing Guilty Pleasure Productions. Didn't like ask a lawyer to look that up for me, but I looked around and did not exist. The second I go to incorporate, lawyer looks it up, immediately goes, yeah, it's taken, New York City, 1990 something.
Oh, wow.
Actual porn company.
Oh, really?
Like in a basement, some weird looking basement in Manhattan. Like there's no website, there was no phone number, nothing I could contact.
Wow.
They probably made like a couple of bad pornos and then let it go. So I probably could have like fought for the name.
Or contacted the person to offer to buy it or something.
But that was the thing, like there was no way to...
Oh, there was no contact info, nothing?
Nothing. Just a, like, if you Googled it the right way, it brought you to this, like, basement apartment in Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
Where they keep the fucking bodies. And and that is why I now operate as Carib Caboodle. Which I think works better.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It does work a lot better. It's cleaner, it's less porny.
Porny.
It's like, it's weird, but I think that's good because people go, what the fuck is a Carib Caboodle? Which is like, you know, it's like having the backwards R in Toys R Us. It fucking is good. It's good shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, John Rusiello says, lovely family. Thanks. For the longest time, I've had Titus in my ears, says Fremder. Bosi, so I don't see Titus having that much popularity these days, considering Brandon just said, who is that? Agreed. I mean, after his sitcom ended, you don't really hear much about the guy anymore. I mean, he's still a nationwide comedian. He's still, out there.
Oh, exactly. That's why you can't go by me. Like, I'm a comedian myself. Like, there's too many comedians to know all the comedians, which is why, like, I won't name names, and I hope they don't. I don't think they're watching this. But a couple of comedians reached out to me to produce a show with them, and they weren't on my radar at all. And we eventually started talking without an intermediary, but through the intermediary, like, they were getting a little, like, offended. They're like, you haven't heard of us? And I'm like, dude, I can't know everybody. But then we talked, and it's cool. We're doing this show. But, like, yeah, like, there's this idea in, I think, just entertainment, but definitely in comedy, where, like, if you don't specifically know who I am, it's like an offense. And it's like, there's fucking...
Yep.
Did we hit 10 billion people yet? And like 1 billion of them are comedians.
Well, yeah. Well, these guys who contacted you, are they local, or do they have some kind of notoriety where they felt that they should be known?
Maybe if I was, like your age and up, maybe.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's very possible.
But and I will. Yeah,
we'll talk.
Yeah,
we'll talk
absolutely
about it.
right. Yeah,
but like, I don't know, like.
And you didn't end up working with them?
Yeah, we got a show on the books. This is very easy to find out who I'm talking about. Just go to my company's like Linktree or whatever, and see the show I'm talking about. But I'll pull up the flyer for you. We don't need to show the public.
Bosi says I should sue Christopher Titus and collect the money. I'm more than. Not who I thought it was.
Yeah, which is like,
but now
again,
not
I'm glad we made it like
Yes.
work out and everything. But like, we can't all know everybody, and that's honestly where the three of us landed on, was like, I wasn't being a dick. I just genuinely,
Right, absolutely, and it's understandable.
Yeah.
I am open to Christopher Titus if he wants to buy the name from us. I'm totally open to that.
What are you charging?
I don't know. What do you think?
$1 million. There you go.
I've had the trademark for 11 years.
Damn, and you're protecting it. You're actively making content.
Well, right. Not to mention the live comedy shows.
Honestly, the moral of the story is Chris Titus.
Christopher Titus.
fire your lawyers.
That's what that was one of the first questions I asked myself when I realized all this. Like, don't I mean, you're Christopher Titus, fine. You're not as popular as you used to be. Your sitcom was ancient history, but you're still a guy who made it to the top. You're still a guy that, like, in the comedy world, that's huge.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take that away from you at all, and that's a great thing, and I respect that. So my point is, he should still have people that would be able to check this out.
Yeah, and that name, I mean, I obviously I don't know this guy or his career, but like is he tied to the phrase "Knockem dead"? Is that like a part of his act? Is that a part of the sitcom? But you get what I'm saying.
Well, that's what the sitcom. No,
if it's
I don't
not
think so.
related to his brand,
Right?
Then it should be. It's just change your fucking name.
That's what the podcast is about. It's him and a co-host. And the
knocking fuckers out.
Well, the description is kind of weird. They've had both of these co-hosts have had a lot of experience with death.
Ooh.
So that so it doesn't even sound like a fun podcast even, but that's why they're calling it that. So yeah, it's I don't know, it's a little weird to me, but
you want to get a little real with that?
Yeah.
I think exposure to that shit is healthy. I'm a little biased, as I told you before the show. I was exposed to a close family death early in life when I was 7. But I think, like, by and large, I would rather deal with that stuff early on. Because then, I don't know, if you met folks, or maybe you were one of these folks that, like, I don't know. When people are not exposed to any sort of mortality stuff until they're like a fully formed adult, sometimes it gets a little squirrely. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like I think about like even if you go like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not something that you really couldn't be that insulated, because just with medicine being where it was, and just a lot of like child mortality rates back then were crazy high. So it was just like a part of life you had to deal with. And now it's like, it's almost like it's the other way around, where if you're exposed early on, like that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
And this isn't funny. We can talk about something else.
It doesn't always have to be funny.
No, it does. Be funny.
Fremder, it's almost like identity theft, sort of like John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, because his name is my name too. Fremder's got some good ones today.
He's doing better.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, but the problem with Fremder, though, because we've been down this road before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you start to tell him he's doing better. Do you watch Seinfeld reruns, or I'm assuming you didn't watch it as a kid.
I've got a little Seinfeld under my belt.
There's an episode where George goes to a movie theater.
Yeah.
They're watching a movie, and something happens in the movie, and he yells out, "Oh, that's gotta hurt!" And everybody in the theater starts cracking up. George is so proud of himself, and he loved, how perfect that whole situation was. So he's got to go back.
God damn it!
And he's like, now he's planning it. I'm going to watch this movie, and I'm going to yell it again, and people are going to love me. And that's the thing. And of course, it failed on him. Nobody laughed this time, so he was all upset. You got to leave him wanting more, and that's the case with Fremder. The more you tell him how good it's going, the more he like.
That's unfortunate. You actually brought up one of my real. If I have an actual trigger thing, I hate movie talkers. I hate movie talkers. Like one of my really good friends, I cannot watch movies with him.
Really?
Because he's a sweet, good man, and I can't stay mad at him. But the last time we saw a movie together, I want to say it was Avengers Infinity War. And it was even my second time seeing it in theaters. And I'm the same grating on my fucking brain. And I remember trying to be nice about it to him, where I'm like, hey, man, I get this is just you being a Labrador retriever of a man. And that, like, you're not doing it to be shitty, and you're not even doing it on purpose. Like, you cannot physically not do it. But, like, I paid for this ticket. Like,
right.
And it's just like, oh, man.
What's worse for you? People talking, people talking during a movie, or people that constantly pause the movie?
So what I don't mind about pausing is I still get to experience the movie. So like pausing, I don't mind. And honestly, if we're like if the setting is a home theater and people are talking, that's my favorite time to put on subtitles, because if I really want to follow the movie, I can still follow the movie with the subtitles. It's really in the theater, exactly what you're saying with George Costanza. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there've been times where people have said shit like that, like a quick thing in a movie, and it's like funny or doesn't ruin it for me. But dude, the worst was I saw the third live action Spider-Man movie for Tom Holland.
Oh, okay.
The one with all the Spider-Men. And there was a family sitting next to me and my ex, and I mean from like middle school to like high school age kids to like the dad, who was maybe like late 30s. And they all were just the worst fucking people. Like, guys, inject your own racism into this. Just whatever race you hate, it was them. And they're sitting next to me, and just two of them are talking on the phone, having conversations.
Oh, yeah, that would make me nuts.
One guy, like I get it, he was like a younger high school aged kid, but like they made a reference to someone says something about, why isn't there a black Spider-Man? Which is a joke, because there is a black Spider-Man. His name is Miles Morales, and this kid was like, Miles Morales, and I was this is like already halfway through the movie this is happening, so I turned and I'm like, good job, you knew what they were making a reference to. Good. Because like by that point I'd politely just turned and been like, guys, I'm not trying to fight you guys. We paid for this movie, and you're ruining the movie. Same people left like garbage all on the floor, on their seat.
Yeah.
Candy, soda spilled, just like the worst people you could imagine sitting next to in the movie. To the point where like we drove past them in the parking lot, and I rolled down my window, and I was feeling like a little bold, but not start the fight, but just like, what are they going to do with me, non-confrontationally? And I rolled down the window, and I was like, we were sitting next to you guys. And the dad was like, yeah? And I was like, hey man, I don't want to fight. You ruined that movie for us. Like, we paid money to see that. And he just like storms, he's like bolts up to the car. And I'm just like, I'm driving away. I don't know what you got on you. Like,
Right.
Like, I'm not getting out of my metal thing to fight you. I'm just annoyed, and I think just calling out people like non-confrontationally, I think that's more people should do that, because I feel like it emboldens people to be shitty less, because at least if someone's going to call them out, it's not a threat of violence, it's a threat of like accountability.
Right. I agree.
And it's like, sure, it's a danger. You don't know what people got on them. You don't know if they have weapons, or they're, fucking no taekwondo or whatever. But I don't know. I'm glad I did that, because before that I was a very like, it's just gonna ruin the movie for me. I'm gonna sit there in anger. But just saying shit to people, being like, the fuck. I think I should do it. I think more people should do it.
Years ago, when before Lisa and I got married, it was actually, I think, one of our first dates. It wasn't the first date, but it was one of them. It was early in our relationship. We went to a movie. We're online for snacks. So the girl at the counter says, okay, who's next? And Lisa goes, thought we were in the front of the line. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, this girl from another area, she jumps in and immediately starts screaming at Lisa, I was first. The line's over there. And Lisa's like, no, the line's over here. But this woman she came in yelling. So it kind of sparked Lisa. So now they're yelling at each other. The guy that girl was with, he's now actually physically holding her back.
Yeah.
I come between them, and I'm pushing Lisa back, and I go, all right, take it easy. Let forget it. So I finally go, and she's screaming the whole time. So I finally just turn to Lisa. I go, look, let's just get out of here. So we turn to go walk towards the movie, but Lisa turns around real quick. She goes, you fucking bitch, and off we go. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Nice.
So we go into the theater. We get our seats. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes later, I decided to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I open the door to leave the bathroom. As soon as I open the door, happens to be walking past? I mean, to the point where almost is that girl.
That's awesome.
She looks at me with this. She gives me this look, almost like you are expecting a weapon to pop out. I just buried my head because I'm like, I am not going to get into this with a female. I'm not doing this. So I just put my head down and then just waited for her to walk away. Bosie, I kind of like the name. Please don't sell it or change it because you'll be really weird showing up and then doing ha murder mystery show. That's good, Bose. From their near-death experiences, well, according to their track record, you might go back to being the only one with the Knockem Dead name. Hey, you never know. The most talking I've ever heard in a movie theater is when I went to go see Black Panther. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe they sold... Fremder, what the...
Oh, man, he getting racy?
Yeah.
Fremder, you... Come on, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Wait, I got to read it. I want to read it.
All right, yeah, it's right here.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Fremder.
Yeah.
Fremder.
He's been known to get a little racy.
Come on, man.
Yep, he's been known to do it.
Well, I feel like maybe this is an end of the show thing. But
Okay.
I got some stuff I'd love to talk about.
Absolutely, go ahead.
From what I understand, friend of the show, friend of mine, Neil Rubenstein, premiering his special, I think September 21st or 4th.
Oh.
But yeah, that's coming out. Love Neil.
Where?
Definitely. I think just YouTube.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's just, but that's the move. That's what a lot of great comedians are doing right now.
Yeah.
They're shooting their own thing. They're putting it out for free, and it's working out for them. So have some dignity. I was at the live taping for that.
Where was it?
Jersey, somewhere in Jersey.
Okay.
Not too far away though. So definitely
great.
check that out. Yeah, it really is.
In fact, I think it was the night I met you in Northport. Neil was in that show.
I think he was headlining that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he crushed it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That guy's fucking hilarious. A good guy to have around when I was starting. You know what I mean? Because just funny guy.
Yeah,
good advice.
He would sit you down and give you advice and stuff.
Not like so. The funny thing about Neil is a lot of people seem to flock to him for that advice, and like reasonably so. I'm not a criticism. It gets like annoying after a while. Because like
The people coming to him gets
yeah,
annoying?
everybody. So I feel like you know, I get that. I think there's a thing with him that again I respect, where it's like I'm only going to give you my advice if like you really are going to do something with it. So I think there was like a certain point where I don't know. It seemed cool for me to hit him up for like send him a clip or get his opinions on stuff.
Sure.
I don't know that from his perspective. Like maybe I'm being annoying. Who knows? But always there to actually, talk to me about shit, which I
Nice.
appreciate. Not always, great broken mic panelist. Because it is kind of funny seeing that switch in his brain go off. Because there, as we've discussed, there's some people who do broken mic and do not give a fuck about the advice. They say they do, but they just kind of either yes the judges, or they have excuses for everything that the judges say, and that's not really the spirit of the show. Just listen to what they have to say, get the fuck off the stage, and we'll move on with the show. But quality guy. Definitely just watch that special. And then the other thing, speaking of broken mic, last minute broken mic this Sunday at Industry in Huntington.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they. I'll give you guys. I'll peel back the curtain a little bit. We were going to do a comedy competition, and then the planning of it and just mild miscommunications about how it was going to be done caused that to fall through. And I was just like, well, we got to do something that day. So, like, let's do this broken mic thing I got. So we're doing it. We have an amazing panel of judges that I'm going to be very selective with my words. We are not announcing who they are.
Oh.
Because it is Sunday. And but amazing panel of judges, pro from New York City, or two pros from New York City, and one bona fide famous comedian pro. But we're keeping it a little close to the. Is it close to the vest or close to the chest?
Vest.
Close to the vest.
I think.
Right? It's yeah. Once you say both, you're like, fuck,
I know.
it
Now
could
you got
be
me
either.
thinking.
Well, we're keeping it close to the vest. But it's going to be one of the best panels ever. Covers only $5 at the best place on Long Island to get a cocktail. And Sunday at 6, Sunday the 20th. Please pop over to that. If it's successful, we'll do more there. We're still going to be doing them here at Govs too. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun time, whether it's your first time doing stand up or your millionth time. You know, let's get better together.
And yeah, the more we could do them and get the word out about them, the better. Because we want to get more of them here.
Absolutely.
September 21st, is that?
September 21st in the Giggle Room.
In the Giggle Room.
That's right.
Yeah, lots of great shows coming up at Governor's. September 21st in the Giggle Room. Jeff Bosey, he's got his show with Keegan and Carla and a bunch of other great comedians.
I can't wait for that.
That is August 26th. It's Bosey's birthday that night. Carrie is headlining. And Keegan's birthday is the next day. So
we got a party all night till it's his birthday, you saying? I get it.
Absolutely right.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget, Sunday, September 17th at the Brokerage. Come on down and enjoy a fun, hilarious murder mystery show. That's September 17th at the Brokerage. Also, October 14th at McGuire's. So come join Knockem Dead Comedy those nights.
Not the Knockem Dead podcast.
That's right. Not Christopher Titus. This weekend, you can see on a Governor's stage, Gasper Randazzo, Vic DiBattista, Eric Terrell, Joe Cravella, Brian Paul, Chris Monty, and Rachel Feinstein.
Nice.
Chris Monty, I believe, is a last-minute addition. Fremder, I'm not a comedian, but I just stand up every morning when I wake up.
We got to talk about that other comment from like.
Oh, the racist thing really got you, huh?
No, it didn't. It's just like it's not that how like racy it was. It's the how tone deaf he is.
Oh, yeah, that's a. I mean, we've known that for a long time.
No, I know, but like make those jokes just like not on air.
The thoughts and opinions of one Andrew Fremder do not reflect the thoughts and opinions on the Knockem Dead Comedy Show.
But they do reflect the thoughts and opinions of the Knockem Dead podcast.
That's right.
By Chris Titus.
By Christopher Titus. That's right. All right. So, yeah, just about time for us to get out of here. I got one last thing that I'm going to bring up. Today is August 17th.
The day the music died.
The day the music... Actually, the Elvis anniversary, his death was yesterday, the day before.
Oh.
Today is 18 years ago today is when I lost a big part of me, ladies and gentlemen. My leg. 18 years ago today was my amputation.
You know how many people know that I do this, and they're like, "Do you know what happened?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." Yeah, because it could be so many things. It's like not polite. I just like making fun of you for it.
When I used to work, at a in retail,
people
like some people come up to you. You know what I need? And I would, no, I don't. No, I have no idea what you need. I mean, I could have some suggestions that you might not like.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, 18 years ago today was my amputation.
Okay.
And that's, I don't know. I just felt like mentioning it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. So today is Thursday. So I don't know what happened last night with Circling the Drain. I don't. They haven't been doing.
It went the other way.
That was good. I don't know if they're not going live on purpose and then just wait for me to just play it on YouTube the next day, or if they're having difficulty. I don't know what's going on. But the show wasn't on last night. They did record it. It's already set up. It'll be on YouTube tonight at 6. That's tonight at 6, Circling the Drain. And then at 8 o'clock on the YouTube channel, we'll be here again.
Yes.
I think with Bosey and definitely with Andy. So that'll be fun.
So I have a job interview at 5.
Oh.
But I don't think it's going to go longer than 5:30. So I'm going to try to be here.
I would think, if you're still at the job interview at 8 o'clock, I would think things are going very well for you.
Or very bad. But yeah, no, you're right. It's
or you're sleeping with the interviewer to get the job.
Hot.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Guilty
but
pleasure.
Yeah, it'll be fun to, as much as I do not do the laugh off myself, it'll be fun to be around for that and to do a little radio show.
Yeah, it'll be. Apparently, it's kind of known that to these guys that the studio is open and that they can come in. So I mean, we do that all the time on the Green Room Show. We talk to who's ever playing and see how things are going out there.
Yeah.
But I always find it interesting to hear from people who haven't done it yet.
And I think it would just be fun to get as many folks as they're coming off stage.
Oh, that's usually what we do.
Yeah, but for the live off too, is just got a lot of comics.
And I don't know what seasoned veterans John Truson's bringing in. Usually he brings in like Ziegler and Tim Gage. Gage always comes in. Ziegler comes in more times than not, and hopefully we can even. I doubt we can get Truson, but I would love to get him in here for a minute. But either way, it'll be fun, and we'll have a good time. I don't know if Bosie's coming, but I know Don won't be here. Don usually does Green Room with me, but he won't be here. Fremder, you guys are confusing racists with just making fun of a stereotype. I'm just making fun of you.
Yeah, that's most of it.
Yeah, because we do that so well here, which I thank you for. All right, and once again, so yeah, that's tonight. So Circling the Drain at 6, live from the Green Room at 8. Then Andy and I are in here tomorrow, and then that's going to be it. I was originally going to come in Monday and do a show Monday before I go on vacation. I've decided not to because I got too much to do. So
send me your suggestions for more food for Tony to eat.
Okay, there you go. All right, with that, everybody enjoy your... Oh, of course, Treading Water. How can I forget? Treading Water. Hopefully I can get it running at 1 o'clock. Last week it worked. For the last few weeks prior, I haven't been able to get it work to be live. So they'll either be on at 1 o'clock live, or if I can't get it working, the recording will be on around 2:30. All this is happening on the YouTube channel. Thank you, pal. As always, thank you, Paul Lacaruba, for your efforts. And thank you, guys. And
it's delicious sauce.
I'm sure it is. See you guys later.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.